Nearly ready. What's going on? We here. I'm here. I'm alive. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Oh my lord. Oh my Lanta. So how is everybody's day? My day was wonderful. Sort of, I guess. Anywho, cut the music. Jillian just went live myself. Dude, Ferrari challenge. Dude, I was watching Eric from RSR doing some Ferrari today while I was at work, and I didn't realize how fast those things are. Those things are absolutely like crazy fast. They crazy fast, yo. Tilt it down. But yeah, those Ferraris are fast, fast, fast. I have to adjust my camera like every time that I reset stream up because the way that my rig's set up in my office, I have, this monitor is all the way up against the wall, and then my other desk is over on that side with like my other two monitors that I use for like editing when I'm playing just regular desktop games, stuff like that. And the third monitor that I have my camera mounted on top of, I have to run the USB cable all the way to my to the desktop, which is over by those monitors, and I move this third monitor all the way out, and then I have to reset the camera. And so, yeah, I got a complete switch up on play on Saturday. So, depending on whether or not I go to the range Saturday, might be getting 2 3. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I, like I explained last night to a lot of you, uh, I have. I have a double tomorrow, so I'm working 16 hours. So, as tired as I am after today, and between work and then coming home and the kids and stuff like that, as tired as I am, like I'm not gonna lie, I thought about not streaming tonight, but with with not being able to stream tomorrow, I plan on streaming Saturday night for a couple hours, and probably also Sunday night. But with as much work as we've put in at the Nurburgring Grand Prix, I would hate to not run any races, but it's gonna be tight. Like I want to focus. I'm gonna try and do some time trials, see where we get. I wanted to try and do the race at 8:15, but with the family and stuff, I couldn't get set up. I couldn't get up fast enough. Because I was gonna say, screw it, risk it for the biscuit. Let's go. Let's just jump in a race and try to make sure that we don't do anything stupid, and get the SR that we need to get our A class. But I don't know if you had it before or not, but I yep, I did notice I was gonna get there. Uh we did get over the 50 hump today. We've been sitting at 49 the last couple days, or 40. I think we were 48 last night before we streamed. After we got done streaming, we were at 49, and then today while I was at work, some people in the in Philness's community threw me a couple subs. So as of right now, if YouTube doesn't, because when people are like, oh hey, yeah, I subbed to you, I'm like, okay, great. And like there's 4 or 5 people in a stream, and I get a shout out or whatever. YouTube tends to like take them away from me. I don't know if it's to like check to make sure they're not bots or whatever, and then usually within like a couple days I see like I get a few back. But Steven's here. Mellow, buddy. What's going on? But anyway, so for now, we are at 51. We surpassed 50 subs, and we started this journey a little over a month and a half ago. So if you would have told me a month and a half ago that I'd have 50 subs, I'd call you liar, because it's just unreal. Getting to meet all of you, and Fox Rob's here too. What up? What up, dude? What's going on? So if you would have told me, I would be like, you're lying. This has just been great meeting all of you, and making new friends. And I was kind of skeptical at first. I didn't make the channel to really pursue anything other than trying to build a place where we can all hang out, have fun, play games, and race and stuff like that. But the more the merrier at this point. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, a lot of you just come in, like you're here almost every single time. Nothing much working on a new video concept. Cool. Yeah, Rob, the other day, like I was when I had gotten home from work and I was hanging out with the kids, and I was I think you were racing Ferraris too, weren't you? Were you doing Ferraris too? I feel like you were doing the, what is it, the 296? Uh but yeah, the sound, I couldn't hear anything you were saying, cuz I was trying to keep it low so that I could hear what the kids were doing. And so yeah, I'm sorry if I missed talking to you. I was just kind of preoccupied doing a few things and then trying to pay attention to my kids. I know I started 2023 40 subs and wouldn't have thought at this point. Dude, yeah, I know, it's crazy. Like, it's great, you know, getting to know all of you. And LMU, that, okay, that's right. You were doing LMU because I asked you because I had asked you uh, which one you preferred. And yeah, and then we talked about how iRacing was pretty much the winner, but LMU has better aesthetics. You get a separate scene for LMU now. I've been kind of debating on it, but I'm not I'm not ready to get off iRacing quite yet to experiment with something different. Uh, so I think we're just gonna, because we've been on this wheelbase for like an actual, like, not, we've been away from my G29 for almost a month. Yeah, dude, Phil is legendary. He is one of the nicest people I have ever met in my life. And, I've met so many great people through Phil that, I owe him a lot. Visually it is good, but it has problems. Yep. I've been watching a lot of people like testing out the new driver swap and stuff like that. And like LMU aesthetically, I think it looks great. The UI looks great. it gives it more of a, unlike iRacing. I'm not trying to bash iRacing because I do love it, but the UI is like stuck in 2007, which, supposedly they're going to be rolling it out and it's going to be great, and we're all excited. Hopefully it kind of fixes all these nitpicks that we've had. I can't say we've had, because I've literally only been playing. I've only been on iRacing for a month and a half, so I can't include myself in the, these are our gripes. I can't. Nah, I haven't been here long enough to be saying stuff like that. But if I had some things to change, it's pretty much the exact same things that people have been wanting for like a decade. But hopefully they get on it. People get mad when I say LMU is a knockoff of ACC, and I haven't done any ACC. I've literally come from. I think I started Gran Turismo in early April, and then started iRacing like the 11th of July. So coming from GT7 to iRacing, and I haven't played any other sims, you know, you all would know better than me, what's good, what's not. Yeah, Rob, I can look at you and know that you're a seasoned iRacing veteran. I don't know what it is. If it's the beard, or I don't know. It's the way that you carry yourself on stream. I'm not sure, but you look like a vet. You look like an iRacing vet. So I need to trim my beard. Actually, it's getting kind of out of control and curly, and can't really keep it down. But but yeah, I love iRacing. I plan on staying on it for the foreseeable future. Uh, the fact that it gave me something to work towards, like advancing my license to be able to do the races that I want to do, uh, and I feel like I've learned. I feel like I've learned more in the month and a half that I've been on iRacing than I did in the 3 months that I played GT7. Like hands down, like late '90s as a means of. All right, that's cool. That's really cool. So when the PlayStation 2 came out, one of the first bundles I believe was Gran Turismo 3 A Spec, and that's how I got introduced. Introduced it. That's how I got introduced to sim racing and everything. And I remember me and my brother would, farm credits and stuff by taping down the X button, and um, I don't think it was Indianapolis. It may have been. It was an oval, but we would take the. I can see it. The Escudo Pikes Peak, and we would just get it set up on the outside and tape down the X button for the throttle, and we would just run it like 500 laps or something to get a bajillion credits, and we did that all the time. I lost my love for Gran Turismo. I haven't turned my PS on in a month until today just to make a meme. GT1 and GT2, what is the PS2 GT games when I released? Yeah, it's that's we had a regular PlayStation, but we never got any of the well, that's a lie. NASCAR 98, classic, beautiful game for its time. I was a Jeff Gordon fan growing up. My mom's dad was a big NASCAR fan, and I would go over to his house every Sunday, and we watched the race together. And he had bought me that the summer of '98. He had bought me that for the PlayStation, and I played career mode for like an entire decade for Jeff Gordon, within the span of like a couple months, and it was a good time. I still have my PS2. We'll play GT. That's awesome. I Looking back, I wish I would have held on to all that stuff. My PlayStation and my PS2. I don't know what happened to it. My older brother probably did something with it, which it was whatever. I'm not mad about it. But like my Game Boy and stuff, I wish I would have kept all that. But before I went off to college, I ended up selling my Game Boy, my Game Boy Advance, my DS's, and all the games that I had for it, just because I knew I was going to need the money at some point, you know, during my college stay. NASCAR Need for Speed, we did play that quite a bit growing up. Test Drive 5. I remember that one. I don't remember playing it a whole lot, but I think I played it a few times. Before that, mainly like RC Pro Am games on the NES. Yes, RC Pro Am for the Nintendo Entertainment System was a fantastic game. My brother and I, my brother and I played the absolute crap out of that. I mean, I was probably 4 years old at the time. 4, 3, even 3 years old. I was playing games. Since I could hold a controller. I wasn't very good, but I remember being 3, 4, 5 years old playing RC Pro Am, and it was I remember it being super difficult and whatever. And I actually loaded up an emulator. This was a few years back, and I was like, I remember this, and I played the crap out of it. I was like, it's still hard. I still couldn't get it, but I stopped playing for years. Real racing took precedence as well. Right, I get that, and that's why I'm right now I'm struggling. Between work and the kids, and then staying up late with you guys, just because it's the only time during the day that I have, unless I wait for my days off. But still, it's other than every once in a while I'll do a nap time stream when they're middle of the day, they're taking a nap, and I jump on for a couple hours to hang out. But yeah, man, I've been playing video games since I was 7. I got started out pretty early. I'll tell you a story about that here in a minute. But yeah, Rob, I totally get it. If you have enough drivers want to try and run 2 cars at Indy 6, Indy 6 hour is what, the 6th or the 5th and 6th. I work. Hold on, let me bring up calendar, because my schedule as of right now, I work a double tomorrow. I'm not off work again until Tuesday. I'm off Wednesday, I'm off Thursday, and I go back to work Friday. My wife works a 24-hour shift that day as well, so I'll have the kids on my own Friday night. And then I go back to work the morning of the 6th, and my wife is off. So I don't, and I think the latest time slot for Indy 6 like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my time, because I'm pretty sure. Let me bring it up. Am I still full face? I am still full face. All right, let's look at this. After I answer the phone, my wife's calling. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I was while I was on the phone, I was trying to look and see if they had them up yet. But yeah, I feel like the afternoon time slot. I don't think they have anything later, and yeah, just that's the thing that kind of sucks with my job is with a lot of the endurance stuff. Like for this season, my work schedule doesn't allow it because like the days that I work during the weekend, my wife also like works like either the Saturday or the Sunday, and the Sunday slot is always early, and I don't get off work in time, so it's yeah. Playing Petit Le Mans at Road Atlanta. I think I've already looked at that one, and I'm not gonna make that one either. Like it's frustrating, but at the same point in time, I just got into this, and it's like 2/3 of the way through the year. Oh, more than that. Well, no, we're at 2/3 way. Almost 3/4, and you know, next year I'll be more prepared because I'll have days off to spend, and I can spend them on being able to do some of this endurance stuff. So, uh, again, I apologize. My wife was asking me a bajillion questions, and anywho, where were we? What were we getting to? Um, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I, I thought I had gotten, I had thought I had gotten myself into your Discord, but I'll look at. Is your Discord posted on your channel too, Rob? If it is, I'll jump in there and I can't. I actually the first endurance race that I'm going to be able to run is going to be Nurburgring on the 20th, which uh yeah, man, I appreciate that, and I definitely will. Like I want to be able to try and get better, and you know put some input where I can, even though I'm a total noob. Um, so Nurburgring is on the 20th, and that is when my family is going on vacation without me, but I will be off work, and they will leave at about 4 o'clock in the morning. So I have no excuse not to do Nurburgring. It's only 4 hours, but still, I honestly need to get on there and practice Nurburgring because I haven't ran it full speed since um, I was playing Gran Turismo 7. So that's we're jumping into a time trial. Screw it. We're gonna get this A license. Um, so basically, the only excuse that I would have to not run the Nurburgring Endurance Championship on the 20th or the 21st is that I just can't do it. That I just couldn't catch up. I've not done an NC race. Nurburgring is way different from GT. Yeah, it's kind of scary, but at the same time, like we got to. That's been our goal is to start doing some endurance stuff, and by God, I'm not gonna wait until the Daytona 24 hour to do something longer than a couple hours. I need to get in there. I need to get my hands dirty. So let's see here. Loading up the time trial. We're not even going to practice. Last time I did this, we really screwed the pooch. But we're just going to take it nice and slow for the first couple laps, and then gradually we'll start turning it up. Just make sure I don't make the stupid dumb mistakes where we're losing control of the car, we're just going to breathe and lock in and do the thing. We are going to do the thing. The GT League is about to start again. Whoops. So is it a league that you run, Rob, or is it just one that where's my drink? Hold on. I gotta go find my drink. Give me 1 second. Okay. Is it a league that I didn't turn my wheel on again? There we go. Is it a league that you run, or is it one that you're a part of? Dark mode on. Oh, nice. So by GT, you mean is it on Gran Turismo or? One of my lights isn't coming on. Yeah, GT7. Okay, cool. Yeah, one of my lights is screwed up on my DDU. Weird. Alright, eye on the prize. We'll worry about the light later, right? We're just gonna run this. Nice and smooth until we get these tires warmed up. We do not want any incident points. But while we're running it this slow and stuff, I need to work on that turn specifically because I'm braking way too hard. And I also I watched Jaxer do some GT3s today here, and noticed like it's a big issue that we did work on yesterday, and then the hairpin in turn 8. I am braking like 30% more than I should be. Also here, I can brake a little less. I don't have to carry the brake nearly as long as I usually do. So that I can carry more speed. we're gonna try go a little bit full speed here. Now here I have a really hard time of when to slam on the throttle, which I need to figure out, but one of my worst tracks, and I should be way better at it. Yeah, I can honestly say that every track is my worst track, because, you know, even if I ran them on Gran Turismo, it ain't the same. It is not the same at all. You know, the driving is way different. When I first started playing Gran Turismo 7, I did use cockpit view because I wanted that immersion, and but then I switched to hood view. I didn't even see how many laps we needed to complete. I would assume it's 4 or 5. Way more of a challenge. Every track is way more of a challenge. I agree. Like, I wasn't even trying, like, I wasn't even going full force. I'm just driving here. And we just did a 2-minute. I remember when we were like, oh my god, I can't break 2 minutes. I don't know why I shifted up in the third, but talking too much. Now we just, you know, hit 2 minutes without even really trying. Full session 0x, we want max SR 30 minutes. What is max? What is max SR you can get? And I don't even know what the timer is. I don't even know when we started this. Is the full session 30 minutes? Because usually I would just do like the lap requirement, back out, and go back in to get like 3 or 4 SR. Easy. So, okay, the total session is 30 minutes. Dylan, what's up, man? How you doing, you alien? Nope, didn't turn in sharp enough. Or no incidents in max amount of corners. Gotcha. Yeah, that's my crap. Talking too much. So what kind of an SR boost do you get for 30 minutes, no incidents? Because if I just did the lap requirement to get the to fulfill the MPR, so say 4 laps, I'd jump in, do 4 laps, and then back out. I'll think of my life. Have fun, man. Hey Rob, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out as long as you did. I'll find your Discord and we'll chat when, you know, we both have some time. I do appreciate you, man. Are you gonna stream tomorrow by chance? Yee. Uh-oh. That didn't feel good. Nope. Hand contact. Cool. Yep, that didn't feel good. I don't know what happened there. Oh, that screwed the pooch there, didn't it? Get more SR when you're 1.0 or 2.0 and less, above 3.0, so it varies. Gotcha. Well, we just screwed the pooch there. I think it's just because I was being too careful and reading chat and stuff. It's like, oh, let's just run our line and not screw up. Yeah, we're gonna run. I don't even know. Come on. It's always a killer. I don't know why I shift down there, because I don't have to. I mean, right now we're still looking at a 157, which is usually what our average is, so. Oh, terrible. Yeah, I mean, 157, mid 157s is usually our average anyway. Come on now. I'm gonna use a lot more throttle there, I know, but I'm scared. Brook boy, what's going on, man? What is going on, my friend? Yeah, I know there's no need to push, but I also want to try and get something out of this, you know? Like, try and... Because I know where my mistakes are and what I need to change, and I know it's not a practice session, it's a time trial. We're trying to get that A license, but the competitor in me says, I want to be an alien like Dylan. feel like that was probably one of the better exits we've had. No. Close, but no. Yeah, that was yucky. That was icky. Well, you are doing what I do. Yeah. Like I'm just trying to get that A-class license, but at the same point in time, I want to push. I want to push so bad, but I know I shouldn't. I just need to stick to what I do and what I know, and what I know works for me right now without trying to change anything. Looking at some gorgeous brake traces on my screen. Oh, thank you. Are you harnessing your inner Victor and calling my my brake telemetry pretty? Because I mean, I gotta say, my braking is good. It's just I'm not braking like the aliens do. Time trial is good practice, gets you on edge a little. Exactly. I agree. I agree with that 100%. Like, I know I can take that chicane in fourth, but for the last, 5 days, I've been going down to third just because it felt better for me. But now that now we're searching for the tenths and everything like that, now I know that, some of the gearing and stuff that I have been doing, I need to change. Had to brake a little harder just to get the... Oh, shit. Here we go again. Easy. You take it third. Broke boy, you'll get there. I don't think if multiple people are telling me that my braking is good looking, then then I guess I'm doing something right. Sim racing, right? But if there's anybody you should aspire to be, I watched Dylan run a perfect, incidentless race at this track the other night, and it was absolutely beautiful. Qualified on the pole, took it all the way to the end. It was a good, boring, awesome race. Shape of your trace is good, you just need more trailing. Yeah. I need to get that last turn down so I can come out of there with more speed. Alright, we're kind of cooking here, sort of. We'll come through, just keep feeling it. Takes time to feel the car and learn how to drive the sim. Yep. Practice, practice, practice. Which is why, Even with as tired as I am today, I got on and I fired up the rig and fired up the stream and said we're doing it. Oh no, no, no.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time going.
So they say I cut the course, but they're not going to hit me with an incident? That's the first time I've ever seen that in my life. Never seen that in my life. I'm already tired of the GP circuit. I love the Ford, but hold on. Ooh. That was a little sketchy. Been in the Mustang channels CLUBSPORT all week. I've also found it hard to set up overtakes here. Yeah, you gotta win on, yeah. It really is. Oh, we kind of screwed that, but we're going really fast. Come on. I can do better than that. That was yucky. We're already on lap 10. Excuse me. Oop. There's the off track.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Trying to push, trying to do something different. Why am I shifting down to the third when I don't need to? Another off track. You gotta be shitting me. Now you're just starting to piss me off. How long do you get to set a lap? So time trial, pretty much, in order to make it count, you have to do a set number of laps, which is determined by the length. So this one, I'm assuming, is probably 4 or 5 laps. And I was gonna say, if you give me an off track for that, I'm gonna beat you. But anyway. And then yeah, so either you can run the entire thing and try not to get in any incident points, and that's the only way that the laps will count, is if it's clean, totally clean, no mistakes. Like for this one, I'm probably not even. I'm gonna get like a couple SR for this, because I just made 2 boo-boos. And I have 4 boo-boos total. God damn it! Wait, SR for a time trial? Yes. You can do time trials to get SR. And that's what we're doing here. Well, I was just angry there, wasn't I? Oh. Like, it's so forgiving there, but I don't know. It's so stupid. Yep. We might be losing SR on this one now. With my luck and my experiences, yeah, 6 incident points. We ain't getting shit. So we pretty much just wasted the last 25 minutes because I've been trying to push and experiment. This is a brutal track for off tracks, not as bad as... Dude, Silverstone was... Yeah, hey, give me some credit. I learned the track, but man, oh man, I was still struggling with off tracks, and I think everybody did. I think everybody that raced that track last week did struggle with keeping it on the track.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
All part of learning beautiful iRacing, the do's and don'ts. Yep. Like, don't push during a time trial because you're like BratWurst and being an idiot. My butt's going numb. Not that you guys really needed to know that, but my butt's going numb. Are we actually gaining time there? Oh my god. That felt so icky. I have sat and told myself the same shit. Yep. So, if we can go until they give us the checker flag, then I think we might, you know... God, I can't do it. I'm about to quit. I'm about to quit. I'm about to get out of this friggin' time trial. I'm about to quit. Tell me not to. Tell me not to.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
God bless America. There's the checker flag. Well, thank God. Oh, nope, don't do it. Wait, do you have 2 different YouTube streams right now? I just joined this one and Dylan's here. Yep. One's in vertical and one's in horizontal. For the people that are on their phones and people that are on their get that bug off my windshield. Yeah, so one's horizontal, one's vertical. So yeah, you're probably like, who the hell is he talking to? Who's this Dylan guy? Dylan is our resident alien in the stream. He's a friend of Victor's. But yeah, Dylan is he's a speed demon. I thought that was pretty funny. He's our resident alien. I thought that was pretty funny. Alright, suck my nuts, Nurburgring. Suck them. I mean, I know yeah, I mean, we got, it's probably 5 laps. 5 clean laps, yep. So, quit. Dylan, I live here. Resident alien. So, 3.90. We'll wait for the results to come in. Do. Yeah, we lost 5. We lost 5 safety rating. So, what are we going to do to fix that? What are we going to do to fix that? So what does this track look like? Oh, hell. I don't like how that track looks. Trying to see if they are opening up a fresh practice session. Yeah, I don't, yeah, there's a Australian one that looks like it just, because it's what, hour 45 or 2 hours? What racing at Ringmeister this week? That's my best way to gain SR. Dude, I literally did one time trial on for Ringmeister just to get a little SR and whatever. And so it was like an 8. I think I ran, like, first time that I ran Nurburgring on iRacing was in that time trial, and I was going so slow. So American one, they probably won't be doing another American one for like another 15 minutes, 15, 16 minutes, right? Um. Anyway, um, I'll show you. Like, I ran a time trial there, and I think I got 4. Let's see, Nurburgring. There it is. Time trial results. So I got 2. I got a whole whopping 2. I ran an 8:39, and my time trial rating, I lost 255. Number 858, the Australia one, 856. Yeah, I'll jump in there real quick. Um, we'll jump into practice real quick. 53 flat. I know 53 flat is fast. From my fastest lap, I still need to drop 3.5 more, just over 3.5 seconds. Like, that's dumb. But I also think that it's probably super duper 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 hard to get that done in the M4. I'm so pissed we lost 5 SR on that. 2-minute laps, 5 laps for probably a 3 or 4 gain. Means you have to do like 4 of them. I have to do 4 or 5 of those time trials just to get there, which that's like an hour of work. Group 7, all right, I'll meet you in there. I felt so good just to be immediately out in my place. Yep. Oh, bro, I was stoked to get a 53 flat at GP. Mr. Thing I was an alien. Turns out everyone else could do 52s. Yeah, dude, like this. And you guys are talking to the guy that's still doing 56s. All I've seen is Mustangs, other than for NC. Not sure about the GP. Yeah, dude, it's like I don't. I'm not gonna blame it on the car, but I've only seen I've only seen like maybe a handful of people that are actually running the M4 here this week. I haven't looked at their times, but they're definitely not in the top 5. I think when I was looking at results and stuff, they were, 8th, 9th, 10th, and they were all like their fastest laps they were running were like 55s. So maybe the M4, unless you're just like God's gift to BMW, you're not gonna run. You're not gonna run. You're just not gonna run 153s, 152s in the M4. I don't know. I'm about to hit you, Dylan. I found the Metacar can get you about a second if it's really OP. Yep. I would say I'm just still learning the M4 as a whole. Like I'm getting used to it. Like I feel very comfortable in it. But I can tell where I need to be and when I'm going to lose control, and so I feel like I have pretty good control. It's just I got to find the perfect way to drive it. Good setup, yeah. Which the GT3 series is fixed, so you're just kind of limited to whatever they give you. And I don't know if the BOP is any good. Like, see, I don't. All right, we're in a practice, so we can do what we want here. Aw, come on now. Alright, well, let's restart that. Yeah. M4 does really good at Nurburgring.
You got a slow car on the left.
Bill?
Slow car ahead.
Cold tires. Sorry, Dylan. I'm coming, I swear. I swear I'll stop messing around. And the cold tires at this place are brutal. Like, I have no grip. I'm just sliding across the track. Like, I don't even care at this point. like I can't stick it.
You cut the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Why am I shifting into second when I don't have to? Every flippin' time. Alright, now Dylan's like, I'm gonna push you. Push me into the 153s. I don't know what happened there. Didn't brake nearly enough.
You'll have to slow down and give up the time gain.
He's gaining on me. Damn it, Dylan. Juke me out of my shoes. I for real thought he was gonna come in on the inside there. It's like he's gotta be screwing with me, right? Yeehaw! Alright, tires should be decently warm now, right? That wasn't it.
You've got wheel damage.
I got wheel damage. We're going back. Dylan spun too. Dylan spun too. Good God, this is a mess.
You got a slow car on the left.
Okay, I see what he's doing here. Yeah, I can't do what he just did. Yeah, no, go ahead, broke boy. Get in here. We'll have some fun.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. Car 154. Just set the fastest lap. 59.435.
That was garbage.
That was your fastest lap of the session. Car 154. Just set the fastest lap. 54.61.
Son of a basting.
Car 154. Just set the fastest lap. 54.189. New fastest lap for you.
Damn it. I don't understand. Off track my ass.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Still there.
Oh, Dylan, you jackass.
Got wheel damage.
So if I wouldn't have gotten that off track in the chicane, that would have been my fastest lap. Oh, yeah, we're here. Dylan, you're crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys were in Group 7. I've been driving around by myself for like 15 minutes now.
Our bad, dude. Yeah, now thanks to Dylan, I gotta warm my tires back up. Friggin' booty hole.
Did you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Nothing to see here. Keep driving.
You look like a police posted up trying to catch speeders.
That was so funny. I was trying to just bump your door, and I think like you came to the left as I was going to the right to do it again.
Nah, dude. I stayed straight. I was just letting you bump into me, and then all of a sudden the M4 just kind of, the tires went out from underneath me. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going into the wall now.
My God. That was so funny. I keep watching the replay. Oh my goodness.
Frickin' Dylan. Frickin' off tracks, dude. My wheel just lost grip, like, lost, whatever again. It's weird. Maybe my tires were airborne? I don't know. God. Ay, ay, ay. God bless America. Like, I don't understand why I'm screwing all this up now. It's gotta be tired, angry.
Car 55, just set the fastest lap. 53.939.
No, so much understeer. I can't keep up.
For the life of me, turn 11 is like the bane of my existence for the last like 2 days. Like, I get on the track and I'm learning it and I'm hitting it like perfect every single friggin' time, and now I just can't. Freaking off tracks there. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I'm getting absolutely dusted right now. Is turn 11 the left-hander after Schumacher?
Yeah.
Car 154.
Yeah, I'm struggling there right now too.
53.341.
either of you guys doing the 3-hour here this weekend?
Negative, I'm working. I swear to God, if I get one more off track there. Ooh, I just found money in turn 7. Just to Bennett in turn 12.
You've got wheel damage.
So friggin' frustrating. Like, I'm improving in a bunch of places.
That's a tragic turn of events. I'm sorry.
I don't even know. I was about to do a 155. So much frustration. Big wow. So much wow. These cold tires.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
I'll be right back. Okay. GT, what up? What's going on?
Alright, GG fellas, I'm gonna hop off. I gotta work in the morning, but
Yeah, pretty much. I am at the point where I'm going to warm these tires up, try and set a fastest, and get off, because it's... By the time that I fall asleep, I'm going to have to be up like 4.5 hours from then, because I'm a degenerate and I can't get off of iRacing.
yes, I also have that condition. But GG's guys.
GG's, I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
What you up to, GT? Yeah, Dylan and Broke Boy came into practice session. It was Dylan's idea. Dylan's our resident alien here in our stream. You know, setting 52s and 53s like a madman. So we ran a time trial and it didn't go very good because I was constantly trying to push and change things when, you know, not in a practice session, which is a bad idea. Oof, that hurt. Dude, I feel that I am exhausted. I worked and then came home, dealt with the kids and the wife, went out to our community pancake breakfast that they have every year. Came home and I just felt defeated, and I nearly didn't stream tonight, but because I worked that double tomorrow, I was like, I need to, you know, I wanted to hang out with our little community and I was gonna try and get that promotion tonight, but it ain't happening. We don't have enough time, and Here comes Dylan.
Car right. Still there. Still there. Clear.
Thought it was 3 a.m., but it was 10. Yeah, dude, it is pretty late. If it was 3 a.m., then you'd probably be better off, but. Well, that was a dumb off track there. I know better than to do that.
Car right.
Scared you, didn't I? I'm like, yes, more sleep or lap time. I don't know yet. Well, might as well run some laps and then go to bed, right?
Clear. Right side. Clear.
Don't hurt me. My tires are still cold. I'm not doing too hot and watching this live track, but I'm going to use the M6 though. That's awesome. I love Watkins Glen. Don't push me. That was terrible.
Car right. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
Thank you, Dylan. You helped me find the secret formula. Yeah, that was a purple sector 4 for me, buddy.
You're experiencing some network difficulties. If it continues, they may remove you from the session. Go right.
Now, for whatever reason, my latency is just going absolutely wild. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Like low 157, high 156s now, I'd say, after practicing tonight. Whereas it was like mid 157s before I started.
You on the street saying, like, because your car disappeared, and that's why I slowed up the freeway. I thought you got 15 seconds, so I was looking up above my ear, and I didn't see you. So, where did you go? And all of a sudden, you were flying by.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm having latency issues. Like the first month or whatever, the latency stuff didn't happen until like maybe a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, mine. Hey, yeah, you were listening. Servers probably working.
Alright, this next lap's gonna be my last one now that my tires are all nice and warm. Sometimes I'll fall back and follow to see what I might be doing wrong. Yep, that's pretty much what Dylan was doing for me.
Trying to follow my line when I was in front of you.
I lied, next one's gonna be my last lap because I just screwed that up.
Alright, focus in on it. I won't say anything.
Oh no, you're good. You can still talk to me while I'm doing this one.
Yeah, it looked like you started. You don't have to respond to anything, but it looked like you started following me, like taking this wider line right here, setting down the apex, trailing to get it there. Yeah, good job. That looks perfect. And this one too, get up before the red. Yeah, you don't want too much of your right tires on that one because then it makes a big pop coming off the curve. So put your right tires on the red, slightly above the red, only a little bit.
Where is that at?
Out of the hairpin in the hole that you a couple turns ago,
Okay.
go uphill and it's like came left with the slow down on the right side. Before that, there's the curving that you get up on with the right side tires. Only use a little bit of it.
Well, I just screwed the pooch on that. We were zooming. Yeah. This lap is trash too. I screwed it up already. That was trash too. I tried.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gain.
One more.
How'd you know?
Watching you on your car tape.
I know.
Just whatever you do on this next lap, just focus on your braking points. Don't push the car. Don't push it further trying to go fast. That's whatever you do. Be a little bit early. But, you know, that'll get you the apex max speed fast after.
Okay, that was just all screwed up.
But the way you hit turn 1 and then into turn 2, like the way you set up turn 2 from the outside to inside curving there, like a late apex, was really nice. You get to thrust the car on power on the extra a little bit. Like feather the throttle at like 80%, like don't give it full. And then once you're straight, with that turn 2 turns ago, where you get up on the left-hander, you get up on the green curve, try and do all the braking before the curving and be off the brake before the curve. It'll make less of a pound.
Slow down.
Oh my goodness.
We're cutting the course.
Gonna be the one. I like how you're taking that now. It looks good.
Not quite. Yeah, I've been floating there the last like 4 laps I've tried.
Yeah, you got to use a little more curbing on the right-hand side and keep the car a little straighter so you don't park turn take the car. You got to take a little bit straighter of the line. Enter it a little more to the left also. That'll make the car a little bit open the corner up a little straighter. Like how you're entering this wide, you know, you want to enter the middle part of that 60 feet wide also to the left and then cut the curve to the right.
Just next to fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, that was a 156.196. That beat my best by 6/10.
You actually set, you did a 0.4 before that, actually. I don't know if you saw it, but it was up on the board the whole time you were running and we were talking just now.
Oh. Yeah, I must have gotten maybe I got a incident. Maybe it wasn't clean.
Yeah, that's fine though. Like I wouldn't, you know, especially in a practice session, you just need to, like, you'll learn the way I see it is you have to get off tracks to learn the track limits. So if you don't ever get any, then you're not pushing the car hard enough, right? So you need to get off tracks and find the limits of the track and the car to extract it all out of both of them.
Right.
So just like that, like the chicane, right? So you enter it, and then there's that first bollard with the white and red curving, and then there's a solid white portion. So you can get on the white and red curving, but you cannot touch the solid white part. That's where the opposite.
You've got wheel damage.
That's for you doing that to me earlier. Ow!
You've got some damage. Let's get that fixed. You're going the wrong way. You've been disqualified for reckless driving.
Oh no! Oh no, we got disqualified.
That was so funny. My wing is gone.
Oh, we both got disqualified at the same time. All right, Dylan, dude. I'll catch you later. Good God. Okay, that was a good way to end this off. Okay, I'll save the replay. We'll save it as Resident Alien. There. Add me on Dylan, add me on Discord and I'll send it to you. Oh Lord. Doing a Grand Prix helped me get to a rating. I didn't like it at first, but once I got the hang of it, shot me with Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Dylan, add me on Discord. You can find me BratWurstNcrack, same as so you can watch your laps and my laps study. Yeah, I need to I mean I watched your race and I was like he's taking everything so much wider to get a better angle because I'm carrying way too much speed going into some of those turns where I can't position myself correctly. So I'm a throttle happy. I know I'm super guilty of that. Like I want to get on the gas and I want to give it, and it's like, well, more speed going into a turn doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be coming out of it faster either. So it's just one of those habits I need to break. It's one of those bad no-nos. But I need to get off here because I need to go to bed. I'm actually stayed up because of that, having fun with all doing that. I mean, I stayed up later than I was planning to. I didn't plan on streaming this long, but anyway, I work 16 hours tomorrow, and 4:30 in the morning comes pretty quick. So I bid you, my friends, adieu. I will probably see you Saturday night. Yeah, I know. I got to be patient. It's just I'm uh for basically the first month I ran nothing but the M2, and then I did Porsche Cup for a week, and that was quite the experience. But we got it. Like we got it. Our last race at Watkins Glen in the week, what was that, week 9 or something? I think it was week 9. We got a P4. I mean, that's decent, but uh, so now running GT3s for now we're at a week and a half, so we're gonna get it. This it's still new. I feel good in the car. The M4, it feels good. It's only gonna get better. So, um, we're gonna get it, especially with my resident alien and Victor's help. You know, Dylan helped me tonight, and Victor's been there for me the last few weeks, and so this is what it's all about. This is what starting my channel is all about: is meeting new people and making new friends and burning rubber and crashing cars into each other and doing donuts. Yeah, I'm not switching cars. This is going to be I'm not probably not going to drive another GT3 unless I end up doing a team race, which I don't think I'm actually going to have the schedule to do any team races unless unless I do NEC here in a few weeks. But even then, if somebody wants to do the 4 hours with me, I'm going to tell them, can you please drive the M4 if you don't already? So that's kind of the plan. I'm going to try and run a race on Sunday night. We'll see how it goes. I would say Sunday night, I'll probably try and run at least one race at Nurburgring Grand Prix, so that all the effort we didn't just kind of oopsies, go for nothing. You know, so that we can say we at least did one race. And then, the more you run it, the better you'll get. Even when people are trying to find the fastest car of the week, if you know the crap out of one, you'll be better in it, correct? It's better to be a master of one than a jack of all trades in all these cars and be seconds slower than people are that, you know, have been running those cars since, you know, the beginning. But, yep, the BMW M4 is the car that I chose to master. So that's the goal. But all right, guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with me. It's been real. You guys are the best. Keep me company. Keep me from going crazy. I'm gonna go to bed. Time to go to bed. So we're gonna play some outro music while I change screens and close everything up and put everything back where it belongs, and then I'm going to bed. So deuces, peace out. You guys are the best. I'll catch you later.